Fire. And blood.
Yo, 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 it's Milky. I am here. How is everybody doing? Let me just get a little drink because my mouth is dry. Yeah. Please let me know you're in the chat. 3 of you are here. Good to see you. Let me catch up on what people are saying. LSAPC, thank you for commenting. When the desire to kill and burn takes hold, reason is forgotten. We will not even remember what began the war in the first place. The realm will soon tear itself apart if people do not remember the oaths sworn to King Viserys and his rightful heir. Our terms are very simple. Renounce the false king and bend the knee to the queen, or your house burns. Alicent holds love for our enemy. That makes her a fool. Pre-live pop quiz. Who said the above quotes? Bobby Missouri says clearly Jon Snow. Let's try. I'm going to struggle with these. Alicent holds love for her enemy. That makes her a fool. That is Aemon talking to Sir Criston Cole in their little private room just before the episode of Blood and Cheese. So maybe episode 1 of season 2. Maybe. Our terms are very simple. Renounce the false king and bend the knee to the queen, or your house burns. Otto Hightower on the bridge scene with the egg, I'm guessing. I think that's what that one might be. The realm will soon tear itself apart if people do not remember the oaths sworn to King Viserys and his rightful heir. I think that might be Alicent Hightower that says that. I don't know, maybe. Could be wrong. And when the desire to kill and burn takes hold and reason is forgotten, we will not even remember what the war. No, that's Alicent. That's Alicent. Yeah, I don't know. Let me catch up. Okay, Otto is in his house. Confession. That's my question. Why is Otto in jail? So I think he's just being transported by the Navy currently on his way to the Gullet, which will be a season 3 opening scene, I'm guessing. Hello, Mitchie. Welcome in. Thank you for being here, my lady in shining armor. Exactly, that was of mine as well. And who else is the third lady standing in the cliff? Who is the third lady standing in the cliff? I didn't catch that. I need to go back and watch this. This episode was so full of stuff. It was insane. Let me just catch up with chat. How is everybody doing? 1 out of 4 I got. Wow. I won my bet with White Walker showing up this season. Congratulations, Mitchie. Congratulations. That's amazing. I don't want to know how much. Jesus. Not Otto. Okay. 1 out of 4. Not Otto. So you're saying that this one wasn't Otto. Our terms are very simple. Renounce the false king and bend the knee to the queen. Oh, renounce the false king. Is that Daemon? Maybe Daemon? I don't know. Rhaenys, Jace, Daemon, and Aemond. Rhaenys, Jace, Daemon. Okay, Daemon and Aemond. Okay, thank you. I like that. That was fun. Guys, what did you think of this episode? What did you think of this season? It's over. We're going to be here for about 20, 30 minutes. We're just going to talk about it real quick. I'm not even going to look at my notes there for tomorrow. We're going to have a detailed family tree tomorrow night where I'm going to fill it all in and we can talk about who's related to who and who connects to who, because we've got like Targaryen bastards connecting to Targaryens that we've never even heard of. But that makes them Targaryen so they can ride dragons, and it's crazy. But yeah, let me know in the chat what you thought of this episode. Let me know your scores. Season history from the Grand Maester. Yeah, loved it. That's great. Excuse me, guys. My throat is very dry. 11 out of 10 for the episode, and season 10 out of 10. Absolutely love that score. Well done, Poppin. Love that for you, brother. I know you love the show, so 25 out of 10 from Jeremy. Yep. Mitchie, 9.9. Wow. I wonder what the 0.1 was. Yeah, just know that everybody in chat, you're more than welcome to come join me tomorrow night on the live stream on panel and have any of your questions asked live. We'll do our best to answer them. If you want to send me them prior, so I can maybe have a better, shorter answer for you, so that I'm not holding everybody for hours. But yeah, wow, Mitchie, what would have pushed it over the edge? Exactly. Like even the Helena stuff, it's insane what Helena says in this episode. Like Helena has become a spoiler herself. Do not listen to what she says. Crazy. Like, but again, that's book stuff. So is the show going a different direction? Is the show taking it looks like they're taking a clear and obvious U-turn from certain things with the Greens, especially. I don't know where we're going to go with it. Helena is a walking spoiler for sure. Yes. Poppin, good to see you, but I don't think we will ever get a 10 out of 9 from Mitchie. Maybe if Sir Kristen comes off. Helena is the three-eyed raven. Okay. So the whole dream stuff where she speaks to Daemon, just that's not book stuff. That doesn't happen. Daemon doesn't get those visions of White Walkers, and he doesn't get those visions of Daenerys with the 3 dragon eggs. That I'm sorry, guys, if you enjoyed that scene, but Milky's a bit offended by it, and I wanted to throw up. I personally wanted to throw up when I saw Daenerys with her dragons, because this show doesn't need that. It doesn't need the consistent attachment to the greatest show that never was. Yeah, I said it. The greatest show that never was, because it was the best show ever, and it fell off a cliff. And House of the Dragon doesn't need to attach itself to that. House of the Dragon needs to be the dragon that it is, and soar free, and just be amazing, which we know it can be. And it doesn't need to keep connecting to Daenerys and to the story that we already know that it's leading to. Just be your own self and just have fun with it. And yeah, please stop. Please, HBO, if you're listening, please stop. Because I don't, and people haven't seen the show. What if you haven't seen Game of Thrones? And I get it, you're leaving those little breadcrumbs, but, the Valyrian dagger is the breadcrumbs. The prophecy is the breadcrumbs. Like, even showing the scene of the White Walkers is okay, just not Daenerys. Because the White Walkers were before this time as well. Daenerys wasn't. Makes sense to me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, I like that you guys are kind of on the same wavelength as me. I understood the point of it, but found it unnecessary. Okay, so I know my prediction was wrong with Helena in the show. What really happened to her? Well, we can't answer that right now, Mitchie, because it could still happen. Certain things in the show could still happen. They foreshadowed certain stuff and haven't foreshadowed other things. And yeah, with her still being alive, it's a struggle to talk about where she goes. Or in the books, she doesn't really leave King's Landing much at all, to be fair. And neither does Alicent. So these little trips across to see each other, it's all crazy. But yeah, I won't give spoilers. Yeah. I'll talk to you personally, Mitchie, if you want to know. Yeah, do not spoil Game of Thrones for me. Never seen it. Exactly. Like, and well done to you, Charles, for not seeing it at this point. One, because I was so mad at Daemon and Cole. Now my heart loves them again. That's why. Okay. Yeah, I like Daemon. You've heard me, guys, for the last couple of weeks thinking how I feel like Daemon is definitely going to the side of bending the knee. I didn't feel like he wanted to claim the throne, even though he was saying he was going to and all that stuff. I was adamant, pretty much, that that's where he was going. And yeah, when he bent the knee, I was cheering. I even wrote in the little group chat thing, "Queen in the world," and we got a little rant and cheer, which was cool. Blown away by my love-hate switches from episode to episode. Yeah, okay. I liked that Kristen Cole kind of agreed. A woman just causes him grief, that his love for women. I quite like that little character arc for Cole. And personally, even though I dislike the whole seeing of Daenerys and all that kind of stuff, I think Daemon seeing it is brilliant for his character, because of him not knowing what Viserys knew, what he shared with his daughter Rhaenyra, and she tried to tell him and he choked her, remember, because he thought it was all gobbledygook. Well, now he's had his mind kind of messed with in Harrenhal, and he's come to terms with things are out of this world, in this world. He's willing to accept stuff, and when he gets the visions of the tree, that's good for his character, just not good for me watching. But yeah, loved it. This season was a roller coaster of characters for sure. Yeah, it's big. It's big. Can you believe we didn't see Daeron? Can you believe that? They teased we were going to see Daeron. They even had a shot of a dragon flying across, and we thought that was Daeron, and it wasn't. Like, HBO, I'm mad at you. You shouldn't have done that, because I thought we were. And then did she claim the dragon at the end? Did Baylor claim? Did we see the blue dragon? No, we didn't see the blue dragon. Did we see his dragon? Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was looking away. It was just a quick scene, but I don't remember seeing his dragon. Like I said, I do need to rewatch it, and I will rewatch it, of course. But we saw Sheep Stealer. We saw Sheep Stealer for the first time. She better, after all that running. Okay, you're 100% doing cool. I'll go back and check. Yeah, they're the little things that I would have missed, like looking down, typing things in my notes or whatever. I do have quite an extensive list of notes. Where are they? Yeah, but this one we will just do a real quick live. Open in the waters, sea monkeys at the beginning, Thailand, and the whole triarchy stuff. That was all weird. With the pirates and stuff. Now, I do believe that Captain Lohar is a book character, but I'm sure that character is male in the book, not female. So yeah, maybe make it a love interest for Thailand. To if that's how you have to get a man to do something, by using sex, and that's Game of Thrones, isn't it? That's what they do. Yeah. I have a different theory on the Rhaenyra Sheep Stealer scene. Interesting. I can't wait to hear what you think. Please feel free to, if you want to put it in chat, or save it for tomorrow, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. I'm interested to know what you think, though. Flying above the bridge, I believe. Okay, I'll check it out. I wanted to see the baby dragons. Yeah, I was expecting this episode to end with sadness. I was expecting either one of two scenes as an ending. I personally thought it was either going to be the taking of King's Landing, which isn't a spoiler because we've heard of the conversation in this episode between Alicent and Rhaenyra. They talk about how in 2 days she will fly and take her rightful seat. So I was expecting maybe that was going to be the end, or then there's another ending which is with the boats and on the water with the gullet, and we even get that teased in 2 days. So yeah, it kind of left it off in a little bit of a weird spot for me. We had all that crazy stuff that wasn't part of the book, with the visions with Daemon and with Helena, and talking about all that stuff with Aemond, and then it cut to, the final hero shots that are going to win them the BAFTA awards. The amazing onlooking, wide angle shots of one character with crazy backgrounds, and then it ended. And I'm like, I needed more from the ending, because the highlight of the show or the season was possibly the battle above Rook's Rest with the dragons, and because they cut out the scene with the burning mill, they cut out the sacking of Duskendale. We only see a beheading. There's lots of I wanted a better ending. So this one is still this is my lowest episode score, and it's a 9. Everything else has been 10. This is a 9 because the ending let me down. Okay, Jeremy says he'll save it. Cool. Can't wait to hear Grandmeister's thoughts. Yeah, I can't wait to hear them either. It's going to be amazing. I will be here tomorrow, but I won't be hosting. We'll be on my channel. Don't worry, it's all run by me. This is all my idea. But yeah, just stay tuned. If you know, you know. That's all I'm saying. I've been shopping. One should say. I was expecting me bawling hysterically and Jeremy crying at least. Yeah. Well, one of those two scenes that I'm talking about would have had you bawling hysterically and crying. Yeah, you would have been very, very upset with one of the scenes. So yeah, it's a give and take what they do with it. I guess we'll see in 2 years. I must say, I think the cliffhanger ending was weak at best. Yeah, there wasn't really a cliffhanger ending, was there? It was just a multi-cut of every character that is of key importance, maybe. So, yeah, that's the only lackluster thing for the season. As it ended, I said, that's it out loud. And I personally believe that the reason why we got what we got was because of the after strike that we had. They continued filming during that strike. I know I was meant to meet Olivia at Comic-Con in London, and she cancelled because she was called for emergency shooting or reshooting over in Wales, and that was that weekend that she was supposed to be at Comic-Con. So I know that they were filming that quite late into the show, into the season, or the year, sorry. With that being said, I think next season we could, and I hope to God, we get 10 episodes again. If not, give me 12 and make up for the 2 that you missed last season. That would be amazing, and I think that would revitalize the story, and you could tell a lot more what you want to do, because the book is lines of dialogue. It isn't descriptive. It isn't conversational. It isn't days gone by. It's just a description. Damon went to Harrenhal. Damon is haunted at Harrenhal. It's not descriptive at all, and the show is doing a good way of giving us that with the visuals. But I think they're lingering on things a little bit too long. Like, Damon has really done nothing this season apart from be haunted in a castle and face his demons, which is cool. But poor Caraxes has been basically just forgotten about. So it's crazy. Right, we'll catch up with chat and then we'll get out of here after a couple of more minutes. Mitchie said that too. She said we spent the entire episode saying goodbye to every character, it felt like. Yeah, and there is thoughts of, do they end it in season 3? I know the Luau sent me some voice notes and said, what are my thoughts on it? Do you think they could stretch it to a 4-season thing, or like do 6 and 6 or for 3 and 4, or do 12 just for season 3, but make them like Stranger Things style, an hour and a half long movie style episodes? That could work also. So maybe we could be saying goodbye to everybody in season 3. I don't know what the plan is. I really don't know, because I know that they've also got development for the Hedge Knight with the Duncan Egg storyline. There's development stories of Aegon's Conquest. There's like 7 more shows, if you count animation stuff as well, that's being created around the Game of Thrones world. So maybe they want to just get this over with 3 seasons and then move on to Aegon's Conquest, because that will be a bigger and better story with a longer timeline of story to tell, and have a main character be Aegon the Conqueror, you know? So yeah, maybe 3 seasons would be a good idea for me. I don't know. I'd be happy to wait 2 years and then, yeah. Mitchie says here, they say we attack in 2 to 3 days. 2 years they attack season 3. Exactly, Mitchie. Like, in 2 years' time, those actors are going to look older. They're going to look different. Jace isn't going to look the same. So I don't know when the filming's starting, or when it's. Obviously, we're going to be covering that on the channel. Any news that we find out, we'll be doing a video or a live stream talking about upcoming like news stuff when they're filming and all that. But good point. They say they're going to attack in 2 to 3 days. Definitely could have been a harder cliffhanger, but maybe it's because we have 2 years before we get the next season. I hope it's not 2 years, but it just definitely looks like it's going to be. Yeah, and as it ended, I shouted it out loud. Yeah, it was a good show. It was a great show. I'm not belittling this at all. It is my favorite show of all time. It beats Game of Thrones so far for the veracity and what it's allowing me to do on YouTube and talk with you guys and have these council meetings and flex my knowledge and muscles a bit more. And, you know, it's fun and I like doing it. So I have that connection with it. but they are definitely going in a different direction to what I'm expecting or what I'm under the assumption of with the book knowledge. Like I said, it's a hard, difficult thing. Like I pointed out earlier on the live stream with Headless, I said on the audiobook, for example, you get to the audiobook chapter called The Heirs of Succession. The Heirs of the Dragon, A Question of Succession. That's a 2-hour long audio listen, and that's basically season 1 in a nutshell. Then you get the next chapter, which is called The Dying of the Dragons, the Blacks and the Greens. That goes into like the battles with baby Luke and Vagar. Then you have The Dying of the Dragons, A Son for a Son, which we see at the start of season 2 with the beheading of the baby with blood and cheese. And then we get The Dying of the Dragons, The Red Dragon and the Gold, which is Rook's Rest. And then I can't tell you the next chapter because that's a spoiler for season 3. So there's literally, season 3 is literally 3 chapters of a book, and the chapters are in length 33 minutes long for A Son for a Son, an hour and 10 minutes long for the Red and Gold Dragon, which is the Rook's Rest battle, and the Black and Greens was added onto the end of season 1, which is a 46. So technically, it's only 2 chapters. It's insane. It is really insane how they fitted it all in and managed to tell 8 episodes from only A Son for a Son and the Red and Gold Dragon. An hour and 43 minutes of audio listening is all of season 2. So I applaud Game of Thrones because that's a feat in itself to be able to do that, because there isn't much to go off. There really isn't. So, you know, if anybody wants to catch up with the audiobook, you can literally read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You can listen to 15 chapters of the book and you'll be caught up precisely to this point. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. But again, they haven't got much to go off. Poppin says, I can't wait to start watching Game of Thrones for sure. Hell, I have 2 years to get it done. Bro, we're going to get it done. Bro, we're gonna get it done, okay? We're going to drill, baby. We're going to drill and get it done. That's what we're going to do. I'm binge watching both seasons in the upcoming weeks for sure. Hell yeah. And, you know, again, feel free to just put a little camera in the corner and I can watch your reactions. I would love to hear Mitchie live when she's watching these episodes, because I'm sure it's batshit crazy. Some of the stuff that she comes out with, and this episode was huge. It was huge. It's going to be huge. I'm through 8 chapters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The time of testing the realm remade. And then Jaehaerys the First. Okay, cool. I can't wait. Yeah, keep giving me updates. I appreciate it. Guys, we've been going for 23 minutes. Let's just let's get our final scores in here for the season as a whole, please. And the episode, I know you gave me earlier, but now that we've had a chance to talk about it a little bit, and obviously your score may change tomorrow with the stuff that I can provide. But yeah, let me know. What did you think? Are you still a lover of House of the Dragon? Because I know I am. Mitchie says it's annoying to him. I feel bad sometimes. Then I don't. Oh yeah, it'd be great. What do you guys think of my t-shirt? Targaryen. How's Targaryen Fire Emblem? You know, we've got the dragons with the sword going through the middle. Awesome, right? It's gonna be cool. Yeah, guys, let's get out of here, shall we? And we can chat about this tomorrow. So we're probably going to go a little bit earlier tomorrow. But that doesn't mean that the live stream has to end any earlier. Like, I'm probably just going to go earlier because I want to be cautious and friendly to my American and UK friends. I feel like for the finale, especially, if I want to try and get people on from the UK, it gives me a chance to maybe have loads of guests on throughout the night, and we can just talk House of the Dragon until the dragons come back. I'll do that. If anyone in this game and wants to do it with me, then let me know. But yeah, so I'll be going at, I think it's 7 Eastern, 6 Central, midnight UK. And we'll be getting into the slideshows about half an hour in, and then we'll go through it from there. So yeah, I can't wait. Please, guys, feel free to join me on the panel tomorrow. If anyone would like the link, please feel free. If anybody knows of Francis, we haven't seen Francis in a couple of weeks now. We hope we can see him tomorrow night, so he can come and claim his seat in my council. And then we're going to have some fun with the council stuff. I've been speaking with a guy on Fiverr about creating me a intro, something similar to the stitching and the patchwork, but it incorporates all of my council members that have been appointed seats. So you will be forever immortalized on the channel within those intros. And yeah, your storyline could your storyline could unfold within the intro. That's my plan with talking with this Fiverr guy. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. It's going to be fun. Wait, is it Sunday there or Monday? So right now, it's Monday 4:38 a.m. and then I'm going to go live again at midnight. My midnight Monday, technically Tuesday. So yeah, hock to it, Charles. I've been polishing my council wall all weekend. I can't wait. I don't care what time you're on, I'll be there. I appreciate it. I thank you that. Just letting you all know, because I know you all got day jobs and families, and it's not always good timing and stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be 6 Central. I'll be on for sure. 10 out of 10 from Charles season for sure. Season as a whole, 10 out of 10. Can't wait. Can't think of a way to make it better, if I'm being honest. Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll talk about some things that I was expecting that maybe they left out, and we'll even talk about some things that Helena has been talking about, because that's also very interesting. Yes, I am from the future, Mitchie, although HBO don't see it that way. Yeah, I had fun with the images that I got this week. If anybody doesn't know and didn't know, last week I leaked an image in my slideshows that was in the finale. It was given in a special folder from HBO, and it was Damon overlooking the camp, and you had all those tents. If you go back to last week's live stream on Monday and go through the slides, you will find that slide, and it's 4K, and it was the secret one from the finale. So yeah, check that out. I've been doing a couple of things like that. I may change my mind after I read the book. I don't know. I think you'll like the show more. I think you will enjoy the book, but you will also like the show more for the detail that it provides on certain things. Like I say, once you read 2 chapters and you're like, oh, that's season 2, you'll be like, oh my god, what? So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I personally, for me, guys, we'll get out of here. I love this show. I will continue to love this show. And even though that this show has now ended, that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing these kind of things. I've got a council now. We've got regular people turning up and being here and being engaging with this kind of content with me, which is what I've been wanting to do on YouTube for 3.5 years. And I found it. I found that passion and that love, and you guys have been able to grant that to me. So I thank you. And that being said, we're going to be moving forward. And I have a reason to watch Game of Thrones. I've never had a reason to do it on my channel. I've always had the knowledge, but I've always wanted to also watch it on the channel and have that immortalized forever. There's a way to do it. So stay tuned. We'll let you know tomorrow night all about that. But yeah, tomorrow night's going to be fun. Just know, just know you are not wanting to miss it. You do not want to miss it at all. Just give me a second. I don't know how this is going to look at all. I don't have it all on. Just come back tomorrow night. That's all I'm saying, because this is going to be pretty sick. Guys, my name's been Ryan Milky. It won't be Ryan Milky tomorrow night. I love you all. I hope you all have a fantastic night, and I will see you all next week or tomorrow night. Bye-bye. Tonight.